So Peter, I spent a lot of time in Ireland, 13 years total, and I have to say that I love Cork people. I find them full of integrity, not so much bullshit as the Dubliners, which is where I live.
Probably true, yeah.
And I loved it when I heard you not pronounce your THs when I walked past you just before. I went, oh my God, I'm home.
33 trees, yeah, there you go. The Americans love it. It endears us to them, yeah.
So tell me about your startup and what the story is behind it.
All right, so we've gone back 13 years ago now. I started up a company straight out of college, very naive, not knowing what we were doing. The business was relatively successful. We used to do a lot of web design and app development for the likes of Pfizer and Lilly. And as we got busier, we found that we were just, we had a big whiteboard, we had all the details on, we were just overwhelmed with just trying to keep track of what projects were due and what tasks were due and what the priorities were. And we basically did things in order of that. The loudest customer is what got done first, you know. But eventually, you know, about 5.5 years ago, we looked around, we heard of this product called Basecamp that was very popular and some other products, and we went and tried them out, and we were pretty dismayed with what we've seen out there. So, for example, Basecamp, which was the market leader at the time, couldn't allow you to put even a due date on a task or to attach files to a task, which we just, you know, consider you absolutely need just to get work done. So we sat down, and over the course of 3 months, sitting on my sister's sweaty couch in Boston, in one of the biggest heat waves they had in 10 years.
Oh,
I wrote
there
you go, yeah.
Oh my God.
I'll stop. I wrote the first version of teamworkpm, and I remember we released it 5.5 years ago, and the very first day we released it, we actually got a sale of $20 a month. And we don't know how that happened because we hadn't been indexed by Google, there was no such thing as Twitter, you know, we don't know how this happened. That was our first sale. I think the first month...
Yeah. You were meant to be successful.
There you go. And the first month we made about $100. Recurring, not too bad. And now here we are 5.5 years later, and we're up to $2.7 million in revenue now. That's not bad for, you know, like...
Good work, you.
There you go, 11 guys down in Cork.
Oh my God.
Taking on the world.
Putting Cork on the map.
There you go.
So fabulous.
Yeah. In our office, we've actually got a big picture of the world map, you know, Google Maps overlaid with our customers all around the world.
Wow.
It's very satisfying to see all the pins all around the world. I think we've just about every country in the world covered with a customer.
Well, you've got me very curious now. I want to have a look at the site and see what you've got, your offerings.
I'd love to show it to you.
Yeah.
We think one of the key reasons we kind of outshine our competitors is because we use our product every day, which a lot of guys actually don't. So we constantly refine the rough edges of our product, little things that annoy us because we use it ourselves every day. We just get in there and we fix it. We don't ask for permission. We're just constantly refining, improving, making it better. We have a solid roadmap. We have beautiful iPhone apps, Android apps, iPad apps. And I think one of the other big things with us is that we're not in this just to sell it. We're not trying to just get a business up and running to flip it, sell it out to Google. That holds absolutely no interest for me. I want to take over the world, build us to be a $1 billion business. Big
Fabulous. It's so good to see so many Irish becoming so successful in the startup world.
Yeah,
and
great,
can you tell me, you didn't get funded, you've actually bootstrapped and just built up your revenue?
How we got it going was, we just decided that the only way we're ever going to get this product off the ground is if at least one of us works full-time, well not full-time, but dedicates 1 day a week just to getting it somewhere. So after the first version, 3 months we released the first version, and then I dedicated just 1 day a week to constantly improving the product. And over time, that grew to me 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week. Then other guys in the team were able to get on board, and eventually we said to the consultancy business, screw you, we're out of here. Now we actually, we did look after all our old customers. We sold the business and made sure they were well looked after. But looking back, I'm glad that we're not that hamster on the wheel anymore, you know?
So it's sort of, in a way, knowing Cork and the people, it's a nice practical way of like building a business rather than shooting over into the venture capital industry.
Absolutely. I actually personally feel that too many startup businesses now just go straight for, you know, VC money. I don't think anyone should take VC money unless you're the likes of Amazon and you need to capture a market segment quickly. You should not be looking for VC money. Grow it organically, bootstrap it. It's hard, but that's the way to do it.
Great advice. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Lovely to meet you.